All right, today we're going to crack open a guide to self-reliance from the 19th century that feels, well, shockingly relevant. It's written by this really passionate social commentator who had some pretty wild ideas about what he called cottage economy. And his first target? Yeah, it might just surprise you.
And wow, he does not waste any time. Right out of the gate, he kicks things off with this wonderfully skeptical line. He's basically saying, hey, you see this new potato trend and these expensive candles you have to buy now? They're two sides of the same coin. It totally sets this provocative tone for everything else he's about to say.
So that really sets the stage for his main point, what he saw as the problem with progress. He's arguing that all these new fashions and so-called conveniences weren't actually helping the working family. No, they were trapping them, getting them stuck in this new cycle of dependency.
So you've got this epic battle, right? It's a clash between two completely different ways of life. On one side, you have the old way, the self-reliant household where you make what you need. And on the other, this brand new world of consumerism, forcing families into shops to spend their hard-earned money on stuff they used to just make themselves.
Okay, so what's the answer then? And here's the thing. He's not just here to complain, no way. He's got solutions, really practical and honestly kind of radical solutions. Let's start with his first big idea. How to solve the problem of expensive, taxed light. So think about it. You've got these taxed candles, they cost a fortune, they're often not even that good, and you need cash to buy them. But his solution? The humble rush light. He's like, look, this thing costs next to nothing, the light is actually better, and, this is the big one, you can make it yourself. That is your ticket to freedom from the store.
And to prove he's not just making this stuff up, he gets personal. But this isn't just some cute story about his grandma. Nope. This is his proof. He's showing us that people really, truly lived this way. It wasn't some fantasy. For generations, it was just normal.
So how do you actually make one? Well, he lays it all out super simple. You just gather some rushes, peel them just so, soak the inside part in some leftover grease, and let them dry. That's it. He makes it sound so straightforward, right? Like this 19th century DIY project is something anyone could do.
But why go to all that trouble? I mean, really, well, it all comes down to this number, 15 shillings. That's what a working family might spend on candles in a year. And believe me, that was a huge amount of money back then, a serious chunk of their pay. So this wasn't just a fun little craft project, This was a real, honest-to-goodness financial strategy.
Okay, so this whole idea of self-reliance, it doesn't just stop with lighting. Oh no, he takes this philosophy straight into the kitchen. And his next target is the humble mustard seed.
And he just puts it right out there, almost daring you. Why would you buy this stuff when you can just grow it in your own backyard? It's right there. I mean, it's not just about saving money here. It's a declaration. It's about taking back control.
And his comparison is, wow, it's pretty stark. He basically says that bright yellow mustard from the store is junk. He calls it half drugs and says it's flat out injurious to health. But the stuff you grow yourself? Yeah, it might be brown, but that's the real deal. It has real taste. So you're not just saving your money, you might be saving your health too. So you see the pattern here, right? He's totally against these cheap, mass-produced things. And it's not just about food. He applies this exact same logic to everything in your house. It's all about quality that lasts, not just chasing the latest trend. You could almost call it the original anti-consumerism movement.
I mean, listen to that. That line is just so powerful. He's saying that when you work hard your whole life, you should have more to show for it than just more work for your kids. You should be able to pass down things of real value, solid things. It's about building a real foundation for the future.
So what does that actually look like? Well, here are his rules, basically. Everything's got to be solid, strong, and built to last. The goal is being useful and decent, not flashy. Keep it simple. And the ultimate test? Get this. An item should be made to last for generations.
And he gets super specific, which I love. It's like a this, not that list for your house. He champions strong, natural materials like oak and yew, pewter and wood. What does he hate? That flimsy stuff he calls miserable deal board, fragile crockery, and especially anything that's taxed, like glass bottles. So what's the point of all this? What's the big payoff? It's simple. Freedom. Financial freedom. If you're not wasting your wages replacing cheap junk all the time, you can spend it on what actually matters. Good food, good clothing.
It's kind of like an early version of that whole FIRE movement, financial independence. By cutting out waste, you build real wealth, which he says is the foundation for happy families and a brave people.
All right, so let's get to the last piece of the puzzle. And this one really hits you in the feels. It's all about the importance of fuel, the comfort of a fire in the home. For him, this is the absolute heart of it all.
But first, he shows you the opposite. He paints this really bleak picture of a home without a good fire. It's just miserable. It's not just that you're getting colds. He says it makes everyone grumpy and unhappy. It just poisons the whole atmosphere of the house.
But then, after showing you that dismal scene, he gives you this beautiful image. And this right here is the grand prize. This is why you do all the work. It's that simple, profound feeling. The whole family together around a warm, cheerful fire after a long, cold day. Safe, content. For him, there's literally nothing better than that.
So it leaves us with a big question, doesn't it? I mean, we live in a world of one-click orders and stuff that's designed to be thrown away. So are these 19th century ideas just a quaint, lost art? Or could choosing to make things, to grow your own food, to fix what's broken, is that actually one of the most radical choices we can make today? Something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.